Hello and welcome to another episode of It's Tip Top Fishing. My name is Keaton and today we've got something really exciting. Now, I've been a fisherman for as long as I can remember, and I've been a specimen fisherman for the last 7 to 10 years. Now, when I get really excited is when someone's taken something that already exists and made it so much better and has innovated it and made it work better or smarter or faster or all those wonderful things. Now today, we've got a bait boat that has taken bait boats to the next level. Now let's get to it. So we are here with the Wesley Francis, not just a Wesley Francis, the Wesley Francis from Carpediem online.co.za. The reason why we've got this legend here is because he is the owner of Carpediem online.co.za, and that means they sell the best bait boats in the world, in my opinion. They've got the Specimen Pro, SP Pro, the Kamo 360, which is a ridiculous boat. And then they've got this. This is called the
SP Mini.
So Specimen Mini.
The little brother of the Pro.
We're going to go through some normal features, and then we'll go through a couple of things that make it very special, in my opinion. So a couple of things we're going to talk about. Battery life.
Yeah, so it's got an 18.2 amp hour battery times 2. And if I go on the Pro version, a customer reported back about 2.7 kilometers worth of drops before it even showed that it was flat. So that's what's in this boat as well.
Cool, but that doesn't matter because it's something we're going to show you later. Then we've got the range.
Range 500 meters.
More than plenty, and it's a reliable 500 meters. It's a catamaran hull.
Correct, catamaran, dual hull.
And it's got 2 hoppers that you can release, and then it's got something else that we'll tell you later. It's got lights on it so you can see whether it's going forwards, backwards, left or right, and then it drops bait. That's the only parts that really, and it's got a remote. That's the only kind of things that make it normal. Now the things that make it special. Let's start off with the remote.
Yes, so we've got the system has changed to digital. It used to be analog, and the reason for that is to incorporate the digital camera for underwater footage. So you can literally see what you're dropping down on. You know, you spend hours looking for GPS points, etc., but you're still guessing what the ground is at.
Yes.
And you want to know if it's fishable, and now you can.
Yeah. So this is an all-integrated system, and what got me with some other bait boats that I've used is these things are often quite difficult to use. You have to do things in certain ways to make it work. This one, when we set it up today, took us, well, it might have taken you 30 seconds.
Yeah, possibly. Maybe
it would take you longer if you're putting on the other thing, extra thing. But it was quick. He literally set home, drove to the spot, set that, and it's done. So now we're going to go into 3 different things that make this bait boat ridiculous. So a bait boat is something that takes your bait and your rig out to where you're going to fish. But how do you find that spot, and how do you go to that spot consistently? So this thing, first of all, has a fully integrated fish finder. So it'll tell you all of the depths. It's got fish alarms. It'll show you whether there's weed there or not. And what type of fish finder has it got?
It uses the Toslon in both versions, which is a very reliable fish finder. We've been using it for years.
Industry standard.
Yeah.
So that comes up on your remote. So there's no connecting your phone, connecting a tablet, connecting blah blah blah. It's in the remote, ready to go. So you drive out and you find a spot that looks pretty good. It's also got a GPS in it, which is accurate to within 3.5 meters, but you found it's usually
Within a meter, it's on the ball normally.
Yeah. So now you've found your spot and you've got your GPS. Your GPS can how many points can it save?
900 points of interest. So
And one of them's home.
yeah, that's plenty. I think if you need more than that, you've got a problem.
So 900 points. So your favorite dams, you find all your spots, you've marked them, and when you go there again, you don't have to waste time looking for stuff. You can literally go press it. It's number 758. Go, and it'll go, and then it'll come home. It's got an autopilot.
It's got autopilot, so it will drive the boat to the point of interest. And on the digital system now, we've got the opportunity to actually say drop all buckets.
Okay.
So it will go to point, drop buckets, and return automatically. Or you can literally go to point, drop buckets yourself. Maybe you want to feed just one bucket here and go to the next spot and drop another one, and then come in.
And then say your battery dies.
Comes home automatically, provided you saved home.
Then it takes things even further. Because a GPS is great, takes you back. A fish finder is great, tells you what the bottom is. But then it's got what I've been waiting for, and something that's literally the reason why I caught my PB. So I can't say it doesn't work. What is that?
The underwater camera. So you can literally see what the ground is, see if you're on top of grass, silt, etc. You're not guessing.
It's got a camera in it for a filmmaker. That's so cool. But for a fisherman, you find your spot on your fish finder, and you can literally see what the bottom is. Now, yeah, you've got your obvious stuff. You can see whether it's a flat bottom, jeans, boots with the fur, or you've got rocks, or if you've got weeds. But this thing, it's got probes on it, 2 little sticks, and you can see how soft the bottom is. Now, we saw the bottom at the deepest part of the dam today, and we thought it was a pretty hard bottom.
Very soft.
Those probes went straight in, and we would have put a bottom bait there if we had just a fish finder, and we would have wasted our time. But because of the silt, and we saw that it was silt with the camera, we would have given a choddy rig or a spinner rig or something like that, where our rig would be fishing properly. Makes a huge difference, that. Then, with that, you can see the different types of reeds you're fishing in, because some types of reeds are very soft and easy to take out of. So you put on a bit of strong braid, and you can fish amongst those reeds if the fish are there. If you see a harder type of reed, you can go, actually, let me fish outside of the reed so that the fish come near there, and I can still catch the fish, but I won't be snagged too much. It saves you time, it saves you money, and allows you to fish and make that limited amount of time that you fish, because we're all busy people, we all work very hard and don't get that much time to do what we want to do. So that when you are on that bank, you've got that 24-hour session, you've got that 48-hour session, and you can put your bait on the right spot every time. Now, beyond those 3 amazing things which makes this bait boat worth it easily, it's got all kinds of other things which are awesome. It's nice and small. It's not a 1.1 meter bait boat. It's little. It can fit in one seat. It can fit in your kitchen cupboard if you've got a slightly bigger fish kitchen cupboard. It's got the top hatches. They've been thought of. Tell me about those.
Yeah, so the top hatches now for your battery compartments, everything's magnetic. So you can just literally lift it up, put it back down again, gain access to your batteries. There's no screws and so forth to get to. And also then we're going to touch on the back plug.
Yes, so we said there were 2 hoppers. There's actually 3.
So we've got the back one now. So we've got the 2 middle that you could actually make into one. There's a division there. But the rear hopper, they've got a cover on it for when it's raining for your PVA, etc. It doesn't get wet. And it's got a lovely slit down the middle that you can put the rig straight into the back of the hopper and cover it up, and off you go. There's no trying to load from the bottom, etc.
That slit is so simple and so genius.
Yeah, brilliant.
You're just never going to hook your line, and it's never going to not drop if you've got it in that slit. It's just easy. And then the dual motors on it, they've got covers on it so that you're never really going to catch your line unless you're really reversing with loose line and you
braid, etc.
asking for cuck. Like it's stupid proof, but not stupid proof. and it just goes. It's a fantastic little option. And it might be called the SP Mini. How many kilos of bait does it handle?
5 kgs, believe it or not. So that's plenty. Its bigger brother takes 6, but 5 is more than
5
enough.
kilos of bait. It's like loading a truck onto a 1400 Nissan Bucky. So it takes 5 kilos of bait at a time. But if you want to spread that area out, this thing is modular. So it's got a accessory modular little port. So that thing can handle what things?
So the camera for now, right?
Camera.
The spinner there is a spinner for it that's available.
Like the Kamo
Like
360.
the Kamo, so you can spin your dry feed, etc. pellets. Then they're obviously going to work on other accessories as we go. So I would assume the next would be the auger, like the Pro has, for your spreading your boilies out slowly. And sky's the limit. Whatever they can think of and they can mount, just plugs into that accessory port. And that's the joy of having it being digital. It's just literally plug and play, do a firmware update, and off you go.
Done. And yeah, this thing, it moves at 2 meters per second. It's nice and fast. It's low profile, and then it also can turn within its own axis. So you can go straight into the Modulas where the fish are, turn around in its axis, and get your bait boat out. No longer do you need to swim and get your boat stuck, or leave your bait 10 meters from where you want it to be, because you've got to turn your bait boat around. Now, if you do want to buy the best of the best, this little guy is available at carpediemonline.co.za. So make sure to go to carpediemonline.co.za. And they've got all kinds of cool things there. They've got that Ripton bite alarm that you can see somewhere up here. Check out the review on that. They've got a couple of baits. They've got a couple of batteries. They've even got something that goes with this. And it's a foldable 65 watt solar panel. And you fold it out, plug it in, and your bait boat's got power for the entire weekend.
Can I also add that we maintain all these boats in-house?
Oh yeah.
So we've got your back. At the end of the day, if something breaks, we fix it. There's no stress about warranty and sending it here and there. We look after everything.
So the bait boats are made well. They're strong, reliable, but life happens. Your kid can drop it and stuff like that. You just bring it to them and they'll fix it. Wonderful. Thank you so much for watching. Till next time. Tight lines, guys.
Tight lines.